This is just a test. This is a fish. You see this here, coming back here? All out here, his tail. You see it coming around here, his tail. Coming back here. You see his eye there, his fish eye. You see all these scales. You see his fin coming up here. Now, I hope you can see that. I'm sure you can see that if you're paying attention. His face is like a little bit muddled up, but if you follow it back, here it comes right here. It comes back around. His tail comes around. Clearly defined here. Comes back. There's his fin. Now, let's look at this a little closer. So there's a fish, and it's in the desert, and it's extremely large. Now, let's see what's above him. You see there's a fish right here? Here's his fin. What is this right here? Let's see what that is. Because I can tell you what it is, but you can tell yourself in a second. Here's what you see up there. Now, if you ever go to Chinese New Year's or Chinese, they have the same dragon, exact identical dragon, has a nose, same sticks up funny like that. He's got the little fluty things that go in there, all that flashy stuff, and then a white, buffy colored fuzzy stuff. They have an eye right here that is a flame. You see that? That's his eye, and it's flaming. All right. This is the dragon. Now, here's his throat, his scaly dragon throat. You see that? And we can go down here and down here and down here and look at all his dragon scales all over, the armored scales. And here's all that fluty stuff and the fuzzy stuff. And here's all his back scales. Like the dragon, they call them shields. The dragon shields all the way down his body. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And it goes and goes and goes. And I'm not going to do it because it'll take us forever. Because here's his head up here. And his body's way down here. Now you see this stuff? That's the leaching off of his body. That's the effluence of the body. That's blood, and dark, black and red is blood. And it is running out of his body. That is what's called the death decomposition process. It leaches away, and it is not leached far from that carcass. So this did not occur that long ago. And you can see this here? We're still his neck. This is his legs. This is his body. This is his back. And then his tail continues and continues and continues and continues until we get to his tail, which I think it goes way out here, but let's just stop here, which is far enough out, and we can easily see what we're talking about. Look, see this? Look at this. There's his tail. There's his dragon-scaled tail. So I'm telling you right now, this is what's... So see the runoff? Same stuff. Same distance. Same death process. It's the same creature, and he is dead and dying. And not only that, he was fighting that fish, and he spit out fire onto that fish and set his fin on fire, and that's exactly what happened. See his face right here? See his face? Here's his face. You see all the stuff running out of there? That's not just something dark in the desert. That is stuff that set his fin on fire. You see this stuff? That's not normal. You see what happened down here? Look. As soon as it hit this stuff here, it combusted. You see here? That's combustion. You see this here? All that and all this here? That's flames. Or it scorched the desert or whatever. You see down here? This is where it hit his fin. This is his fin. And it set it on fire. You see this whole thing? It set it on fire. And you see down here? Look. There's his fin. So there's a fish, there's his fin. The dragon attacked his fin and tried to set it on fire. And in the ancient Hebrew text, it says exactly this. It's exactly identical to this. That they two were fighting, and God came down and killed them both in the desert. I think it said west of Eden. And it said that the fish's place in life was in the Mediterranean. It owned the Mediterranean. And here's what happened when the Mediterranean sunk. It was an ocean. This whole thing was an ocean.